last run we saw with Legend of Dark Witch 2. Anonymous had a $20 donation. Been watching GDQ for a few years now, but seeing Dark Witch Episode 2 run was the incentive I needed to finally donate after all these years. It's a criminally overlooked game, and one of my favorites on the 3DS, so I'm glad to see it get some exposure at a big event like this. And also, Philip Plays donating $5 is quite possibly my last donation, but I'm glad to have given a lot of money over the past week in the first AGDQ I've tuned into. I send all of my best wishes to the runners of my two most anticipated speedruns, The Legend of Dark Witch Episode 2 and Grief Syndrome. Good luck! Thank you guys so much for making my week amazing. Remember, somewhere out there, someone is fighting cancer for you, and as long as you remember, you are not alone. Let's kill cancer, let's save the animals at least. Yours truly, Philip. Thanks, Philip. And yes, now we're ready for Grief Syndrome. Seraph donated $10 and said, "Good luck on your run, PX. Kill the Cubes, save the Migukas." And we received $5 from Guy whose birthday is tomorrow. That their name, not mine. Grief Syndrome is one of my favorite games. Playing it with my cousins and uncles whilst sharing one keyboard. Yes, 3 to 4 people on one keyboard. Somehow we made it work. A perfect early birthday present. Shout out to my dogs, they cute. Thanks, Guy, and happy birthday. And let's see, Anonymous with $10 says, "Wishing the current announcer a good late night shift. Thanks for keeping the flame lit." Well, you're most welcome. And we'll be tossing it over now to PX with Grief Syndrome.
All right. Hey guys. That's really loud. I'm PX. This is Green Syndrome.
I'm Ghost King G1, and beside me is The Wandering Mind,
Mark765.
Sect.
and on the far side is Sect.
Yep. So this category is aptly named one-player co-op. Originally named 3 characters, 1 controller, because I controlled all 3 of them with 1 controller, but one-player co-op just sounds a lot better. So we're just gonna get into it. Countdown 3, 2, 1, go. Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Grief Syndrome is a indie beat 'em up game made by Tastroso, released in Comiket 2000, August 2011, Comiket 80. Tastroso is famous for making the Toho fighting games, so if you ever heard that name before, then that's where it came from. This game is based off the anime Madoka Magica. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this before.
If you're unfamiliar with it, it is by far the most popular show that anime that came out that particular year.
So I'm going to be controlling 3 characters at once here. You got Homura, first player. She's going to be the black-haired girl. She has multiple weapons in her arsenal. She has pistols, automatic handguns, rocket launchers, mortars, grenades, pretty much everything you can name in a military base. We got Madoka. Her weapon of choice is a bow and arrow, and she is pretty much the most powerful character in the game. And the show itself is named after her, so she's pretty important here. And last we got Mami, who's the blonde-haired girl. Her weapon of choice are flintlock rifles, which all fire one shot before disappearing. So in this show, actually, first of all, the game is a basic beat 'em up style. So we're gonna basically go from screen to screen, kill all the enemies, and move on.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Gone.
So that's the basis premise of the game here, and we're just gonna be blowing through all of them. blowing through all the enemies together very quickly.
Yeah, so one of the things you'll notice is at the bottom of the screen has all three characters' health bars. Health bars work different in this game from most beat 'em ups. You don't actually have a normal life counter. You have something called a soul limit, and that's the number that you see underneath the green health bars. So that functions sort of like a life, and when they run out, that character is basically dead for the playthrough, which shouldn't be happening in the run.
Yeah. So every character has their own special ability. Right there you saw Homura's special ability, which is basically time stopping. Mami's special ability is the Tiro Finale, which is a giant cannon that fires across the screen, like you guys see here. And Monica's right here is basically an arrow rain ability. It's really powerful, and it's really good at protecting my characters. So it's going to be its main use, just clearing out a bunch of enemies grouped up. It's interesting.
So different characters, for the most part, they're bound to basically the same input. PX, what he does is for, I believe Madoka specifically, she has separate buttons for her inputs, but everyone else moves with the same input. So the way he desyncs the characters is he has one do an attack, which has them kind of stand still, and then everyone else moves ahead. So this allows him to clear waves of screens on both sides much quicker than if he just had them all bound to one input and all running together.
Yeah. So the major speed tech in this game is that everything in this game is jump cancelable, which allows me to chain attacks reasonably well, and just allows me to clear waves faster than I should be able to.
Coming up on the first boss here shortly.
Yeah. So this is Gertrude.
Don't blink.
Oh my God, I don't have enough soul power for this. Oh. Gotta go slowly here. There we go. So that's the boss. So the basic plot of this game is that there is this alien creature called Kyubey, and he goes around asking young girls if they want to become a magical girl at the expense of making any wish they want, and it will be granted. And as a magical girl, they have a duty to destroy these witches which feast on humans. So that's the basic plot. They all made wishes to become magical girls, and now we're going around destroying witches.
If you've never seen this show, there's still a pretty decent chance you've at least seen Kyubey, because he's like the mascot character with the floppy ears and the little halos on the ears.
So right there's a little bit of movement tech with Mami. She has an attack that makes her basically dash forward a lot, and from there I could jump cancel it into a drop kick to move forward, and that allows me to spawn these enemies faster instead of just waiting for everyone to come over there. And again, I'm going to just do that there. Reach the door right away.
So the main gimmick of this area is it's sort of a maze.
Yes, all witches contain a maze, but this one's actually a literal maze, so.
Yeah, so when you're playing this game normally, what you kind of do is you just kind of go from room to room fighting waves and waves of enemies, but PX here has actually the fastest way through the maze memorized.
It's really straightforward, so it's just which rooms I think are the fastest to clear.
Yeah. So this game has some interesting elements. It has sort of an RPG style, like the characters have levels and they gain stats every time they level up, so there's a few extra elements to this game like that.
Yes, oh, he lived. So every time you level up, you basically gain more power, more soul limit. So in this room, there's supposed to be waves of enemies spawning from the left and the right side, but as long as I just never move the camera to the right, the entire right side of the room despawns, and I just obliterate the left side of the room right there. Here, I'm just gonna immediately time stop so the enemies don't spawn so the enemies stop before they spawn. And there's supposed to be two falling waves on the left and right, but with time stop, I can go to the left side and obliterate both sides before they actually fall down.
Yeah, it's important to note that stopping time causes all projectiles to basically stall until time is stopped. So it does the same thing for all three characters.
Not for Mami. She actually has no projectiles. Her rifles just explode on the spot.
But yeah, but like Madoka's arrows.
Yeah, and all of Homura's projectiles.
Yeah, you'll also notice he doesn't actually fight every wave like you traditionally do in a lot of beat 'em ups. You can actually skip a good chunk of the enemies in this game.
All right, so along the anime, the plot here is that two of the girls, Madoka and, oh my god, what am I doing? Madoka and Sayaka, they meet up with Homura here, and during the confrontation, you get attacked by a witch, but Mommy comes in to save the day. So that was the first witch, Gertrude. This is the second witch, where Mommy shows off how good it is to be a magical girl here. And here is the boss of the second maze, Charlotte. Isn't it adorable? We're gonna murder it.
Don't forget to keep your head, PX.
Oh, please. I'm fine. Look how easy this is. It's not even fighting back. Yeah, we're done. Oh, what? Oh, I guess Mommy died. Oh, well. So, dying just means that you respawn with, and you lose a lot of your soul limit here. But for not really much of a consequence, so you lose all your soul limit and your character actually dies for good. So we're just fine.
So that's how it actually happens in the show?
Yes. I screwed up a little bit, didn't manage to stop time fast enough, but in the show, she gets saved. Ooh, that's actually a really good time. Sub 6 minutes here.
So the runners of this game on the leaderboard actually use in-game time for tracking stats. Also, Moimura.
So Homura, with the latest update to this game, Homura actually got a second character to her. This one has different attacks. Namely, she has a melee attack with the golf club and a shotgun now. And she also still has her time grenades, but her timed grenades now have friendly fire on, so I could kill myself with them. And this is a really bad idea. So here I'm mostly just going to use Monica to destroy everything because she does a ton of damage. And then from here, I'll just wait for the other two characters to clear up before I just move fast to Mommy here. Now here I'm going to want all my characters synced up because there's going to be pitfalls everywhere with enemies flying around and it's really annoying. One of the major problems with this game is dealing with off-screen enemies. And here I'm just going to stop time and hopefully destroy the waves of enemies before they do this stuff. Where are you? Where's the last guy? Thank you. Okay. I'll just have to make deal with this. I don't have enough time stop. That's trouble. Stay still. Thank you. I'm just going to fall into a hole here. That way I can avoid all the enemies while avoiding all the pitfalls as well.
Yeah, falling into the holes doesn't actually have a significant consequence.
That's bad. That is bad, though. I'm just going to have to wing this now. Where is Monica? Somewhere in the air. Okay, screw this. Where's the last one? There he is. Okay. Where are you?
A lot of this is just that one enemy who spawns awkwardly or is just
No, they just
hidden
fly
from you,
off.
and they
randomly.
fly off.
They just fly off randomly. Hello? Where's the last enemy? There you go. Whatever. Everyone's just falling around down the holes. Oh, Homer's almost dead. Whatever. We're good.
So in this next screen, you see a bunch of television screens. The ones that are flickering will electrocute you, and you don't want to take too much damage. You'll notice that he has both blue health and, you'll notice his health bar, when he's ticking down, sometimes the bar will be blue and sometimes it'll be red.
So the blue is health that you use to use your special abilities, right? And that's basically temporary damage that heals on its own. If you take damage, then it all turns to actual damage, which drains a lot of your soul limit to recover. And these guys are off screen.
Yeah, so you will replenish red health, unlike like fighting games where sometimes some damage is unrecoverable, but it costs a bunch of soul limit.
Yeah, it costs us a lot of soul limit to recover at HP, and I'm gonna wait for this cycle, or not. So coming up is this next boss, H and Ellie. So in the anime, Monica's feeling really sad because Mommy got injured in a fight with a witch, and so she gets attacked by a witch, but Saika comes in to save the day. But you won't see Saika in this run at all. Luck, please. Thank you. So this boss is basically luck here. Cool, I got here. So the only part of the boss that you can actually attack is the blue part here. But with use of time stopping and Mommy's Tear of Finale, I can just obliterate the boss before anything happens. So that was pretty good luck that the boss decided to just roll into my attack range on the spot. They're actually at a pretty good pace here.
So you want to go into detail why you picked these 3 characters? Because there are 5 playable characters in this
There
game.
are
as you
5
see.
playable characters, yes. These 3 characters are essentially the most powerful combination when I control all 3 of them. And they basically play similar to each other due to all being ranged weapon characters. So that it's a lot easier to just control all of them together at once.
Yeah,
So- yeah.
the other 2, one of them uses a spear that kind of works
Uh,
kind of like a sword, or kind of like a whip in some ways.
It's
and,
a whip spear, and it's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, and then the other character just uses a sword, and it plays like a normal beat 'em
Uh,
up.
Where are you? So off-screen enemies, always a pain to deal with. As you can see, these guys in particular are really bad because the only part of them you can hit is the head. The neck is completely nothing. So Monica, since she can't hit them without jumping, her main role is going to be staying behind and just spamming her arrow range to destroy enemies that come in from the backside, while the other 2 just rip apart everything in the front. Huh, yeah, see, just like that. So Monica will stay behind the entire map. So in this part of the anime, Sayaka is feeling really sad because boyfriend problems. So she goes out to fight a witch, and we go rescue her before something bad happens.
You actually get a slightly different ending, I believe, if you play as Sayaka on this part. And
No, actually, there's I think like 10 endings, and it's all based on which characters live and die throughout the entire run.
all right,
I actually haven't collected all the endings yet in my playthroughs, but it's fine. So here I'm gonna just charge attacks with Monica so she stays behind for this fight here. This is gonna be a pretty annoying spawn group. So I see like right here, Monica's not really hitting anything because she's near the low bottom. She's near the ground, and these things just can't be hit. And oh my god, stop being annoying. There we go, okay. So coming up is the boss, Elsa Maria here. So I'm just gonna have Mommy stay behind here while the other 2 just jump forward. So this is Elsa Maria. She has multiple attacks, but I want to see one of the attacks that we affectionately call the tree. And if we see it, it's really good. If we don't, then well, hopefully you just don't see it at all. Any attacks at all? Oh, we got a tree. Cool. So this is a tree. This is a one-shot kill no matter what, as you saw there. Oh, everyone's dead. Okay. Whatever. So that's the only boss we can't destroy before she gets the attack off. Go figure. Oh, we're on a really good pace here. So we're on the last stage while Purgasnacht, and the basic premise is that while Purgasnacht arrives, the world is going to end. So we're going to stop the world from ending. And all of the enemies here are basically just magical girls from previous times. Really annoying enemies. So here we just got all the magic girls will basically teleport after a certain amount of time unless you hit them. So they're really annoying. Where are you? Thank you. Here I'm gonna stop time so I can just run past all these enemies because otherwise they're gonna try to snipe me and that's really annoying. Monica needs to stay behind here. Oops. Wait for a screen stop here, and now we're gonna go for a pretty fun screen here. So we're just gonna fire 2 random arrows up in the air, wait for everything to fall down, and they're dead. So this screen here is gonna introduce a new set of enemies here, another set of magical girls. I call these ones the Kung Fu magical girls because they just kick you all day. They're really annoying. So Monica is just gonna stay behind like before and just obliterate everything in a way. Oh, nice! Right in front of Monica. Never seen that before. So here I'm basically just jump counting all my attacks so that I can chain them together. Perfect. That was really perfect screen right there. So yeah, as you see, this is the town of Mita Kitahara, which is where the entire show takes place, and it is being destroyed because one witch disappeared. Oh my god, sniped Monica here. Oh, I missed. Oh, what am I doing? Oh shoot, Monica's dead. So yeah, it's kind of difficult trying to keep track of where all my characters are while trying to control all of them at the same time. While keeping track of where all the enemies are, so I can actually hit them, and trying not to die. Another cool mechanic of Monica is that you can actually store her attacks, but that doesn't really have much use in speedrun. Okay, that's really bad. One of the things about the Kung Fu Magical Girls is that they don't teleport at all, which is really nice. Let me see here. I need Monica to stay back a bit. So this next screen here is going to spawn enemies in end weight and basically end sign, and I want to kill them all before stuff happens. So I'm just going to fire arrows everywhere, and hopefully they all just die like that. Got him.
Nice.
So this is the last screen of enemies for the final boss. And it's going to spawn both sets of Magical Girls here. I wanted to mostly conserve as much soul limit as possible, so I try not to use my supers here.
Yeah, so the final boss of this game is basically Walpurg Nasnot. In a normal playthrough, it's very annoying to deal with because you basically have to do 4 cycles of once you've done enough damage, it retreats into the background. You have to wait a bunch of time. It does a bunch of time-consuming attacks, but PX is going to be doing something a little bit
It's
different
actually a
today.
time cycle. She does 4 attacks, which are basically hexagon lasers. And after 4 of them, she goes to the background, does some stuff where she throws the debris at you, and then she breathes fire on you. And if she's under half HP, she drops a building on you. But we're not going to see any of that.
Yeah.
Monica doesn't have enough HP. That's fun. So I'm just going to fire off a couple special attacks here, and then jump off to refill up. And then just the boss is one really big hitbox. So that's time, by the way.
Time.
So the boss is just one giant hitbox, so the arrow range just obliterate her. So now we're gonna have a small ending. It's not that long, and then we get to see the final endgame time. The PB I set earlier was I think
It's 1442.
1442 in the practice room. So we beat it. We got a record on stream. So let's see it. Hopefully, this is a really good run. So the day is saved, even though the town is completely destroyed and everything.
First lap.
So this game has a lap system where you start off with the first lap, and when you beat a lap, you unlock every lap equal to the double that square that lap, and then +1. So beating this unlocks lap 2, and for each lap, the enemies get stronger like progressively. So, and it's straight linear progression. So like after lap 200, everything starts one-shotting you because stupidity happens. Around like after laps, like once you get to laps like 500, everything's just a ridiculous bullet sponge, and it just takes forever to kill things. So nice credits here. Special thanks to these nice gentlemen and ladies. Grease Syndrome there by Twilight Frontier. And there's the happy ending where everybody lives, just like the anime. And we got here 1443. Oh, just 1 second off. Oh well, that was Grease Syndrome. It's a really fun game. I hope you all play it. It's actually really fun to play casually. And hope more people get into speedrunning it. We got a lot of categories, really nice community, a lot of fun people. And that was it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks GDQ staff for letting me in. And enjoy the marathon.
Almost world record by PX there on stream. Awesome. And speaking of the community around the game, we received $5 from the Dark Boko, who said, "Hi, I'm Mod Grief Syndrome on the speedrun.com community. I'm super excited to see it at GDQ, which is something I thought I'd never see. Good luck to PX. We're all behind you. If you're interested in learning this game, come on by the forums or our community Discord server, and we'll be willing to help you learn." So there you go. Rob number 2 donated $15, said first time donation. Shout out to my homie on the couch for always reminding me about it. Donation incentive to your choice. Anonymous donated $10, said I'm behind on my donation schedule, but hey, animes are